Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness, as I'm looking at how the camera setup I have shining out at, let me just go back to the previous. That looks, it's just showing that my window's dirty and I need to go and clean it because I think it's dirt on the outside of the window, not the camera even. Goodness gracious. Anyway, I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So let's go across to the cards. A good morning from Keza to us all. So thanks for being here, Keza. Lovely to see you. Now, let me see. Down to the cards. Here we go. The Chira Marchetti's Gilda Brevery Lenormand deck again with the expanded edition here. And I've just got something in the way. And here we go with the three cards that we've got for today. Card 39, the dice, is our theme for the day today. Card 12, the birds, is in our home space, that energetics. And card 41, the well, is in our workspace today. So we've got two of the cards from the actual expanded section. So that's interesting. And we also have the number, the 7 of diamonds as part of what is the numbers that are present for the bird card, because that's correlating to the regular playing deck. Okie dokie. What we have with our owl card this morning is just because it's not what you're expecting doesn't mean it's not everything you were waiting for. And that's a gorgeous picture too, if it would actually focus. We have trouble with this, don't we? But that's that card in particular. And over here I've got that secondary deck that I've got, the other deck that I've got gifted, and our oracle card. And this one is a Moonlight Mentor and guides you through the phases of life with grace and wisdom, encouraging growth and transformation. Well, every so often it focuses in. There we go, it did. It did for a moment, didn't it? So I'm going to zoom in on these cards and bring them to fuller visibility. I was trying to think of the right word. And Hilda, good morning from Switzerland, dear Roz and all in the chat. And I'm sure those who watch in replay as well. I'm sure that is that's a lovely greeting. Thank you, Hilda. And Kez is saying it's a beautiful day here. Well, it looks like it might be here. It's hard to know. It's quite calm at the moment, and there is a lot of cloud in the sky. I can't tell what the temperature is. Earlier when I took some rubbish out to my bin, it was warmish. I wouldn't say it was warm, but it wasn't freezing. I'm in a short sleeve shirt here at the moment, and probably wishing I had put a long sleeve one on, but it's not cold. Anyway, we're not here just for the weather, but it's lovely to have the comments in the stream. Thank you. Now, with the dice, it is that sense of taking a chance. We've got all the numbers visible here on the dice from the 1 to the 6, so we can see them all. So it's showing us all of the potential that is there from how the dice will roll or die. Anyway, it's giving things a chance today. So if you had the pair of dice in your pocket and you had a list of options and whatnot that you could use throughout your day today, and you just threw up the dice and took the next one being that's relative to that number or whatever, the 1 to 6. You had six items you wanted to do today, and you thought, well, what's the first thing I want to do? Number the list, throw the dice and see now what is it going to come up with. Now, it can do the possibilities of the 2 columns, of course, with 2 dice, or 5 columns with 5 dice, or, whatever number of increased possibilities you want to cover. You can just use the 1 dice and roll that and just see. It's just that potential of what is possible. What are the chances? And really taking the day with that sense of fun around it. And, is it making a game of it? It's just helping a little bit to loosen up and really bring that sense of, well, it's not going with the flow because you've got a bit of action you need to do to get to that potential. The roll of the dice to choose it from a list, for instance, in the example I put forward. But it's having that sense of surprise as to what number it might roll through and land on, and allowing that extension of your mind to include more and more possibilities if you want them, okay, to add to that list, for instance, or however you want to design it, but it's giving it that nice fun sense through your day to day. So pick up on that and see where the fun stuff is of what could be the choices out of the 1, 2, or 6, or whatever is coming to your mind as you're moving through your day. Okay, so it's bringing that sense of fun into it. And then as we go over to our birds, and Michaela has come in. So hello, lovely, and all lovelies. Lovely to have you here, Michaela. So good to see you in the live stream chat part of it when you can make it. So it's good to see you here. The birds are about communication. This is in our home space, so it's probably more pointedly in with our family. How are we talking with our family? How are we chatting? Is there things that you need to see to and you really need to communicate them well to your family? So it might be that you need to write that list down of things that's like a job list and communicate that way. You can do it by text, that type of communication. The verbal speaking, talking, and getting close together is probably the most, it's the most immediate where you can get the intonation, tones, sound of the voice, and body language, and all of that. So, which way are you going to be communicating today? So choose it most appropriately, so that if you need to be ringing someone on the phone and talking to somebody, choose that instead of just doing a text. I personally like to use text and print, so that I can read it, because then I don't lose it from the memory. It's there in writing. But you can have all of it included in one, write notes as you are talking on the phone, etc., or record it or something like that, so that you can keep the communication going. And that's another part of what this might be. It's being open and using your discernment in how you are using your words, how you are listening back, because listening is just as important as the speaking, okay? And we need to, take our chances. I think that's how we are being received in how we are speaking, that we are doing it well enough that, on the chance that there can be misunderstandings, take some time to understand when that happens, so that things don't get too rolled into difficulties, but can be easily manoeuvred or moved through, so that there is that end result of understanding. Okay. The taking chances does pop up in that. So take a chance and really be vulnerable in how you're communicating with family, as well as friends too, and just see where it flows, where it goes for you in opening up different ways of understanding other people around and about you, and possibly getting things done in a better way when you are succinct in the detail of what your expectations are, and leaving some of it to chance, but also be detailed about it, if you get what I mean. It's got that combination of it all. Okay, and we've got Deb who's popped in now as well. Good morning, Ros and all. So good morning, Deb. Lovely to see you here. And Grendel, you're obviously expecting me to have ESP. What's your favourite food? I don't know, something that's edible. Thank you for being here, and an interesting question. If it's anything like mine, chocolate, but is chocolate a food? Who knows? Okie doke. With the well in the workspace, it's the resources. It's what we have that we can dip into. So it does include that movement of getting some action happening to get that bucket down into the well. I mean, first up, you've got to get to the handle. So you are moving, you are in flow, you're doing what you need to do to get up to that well. You know, there's the steps to climb. Put your hand to the handle and drop the bucket in. Well, lower the bucket in, but you can drop it. I'm sure there's a break there that you can just let it go whoop, really quickly and not wind, but you're certainly going to have to wind it up by hand by doing the work. But you look at what could be revealed with the gorgeous sunlight that's glowing in the background of this one. It's bringing from that is the depths up to the light, so that there could be some problems or issues or things that you're needing to solve today that are going to have the right resources to get that progressing and sorted out. And it doesn't even have to be problems or issues. It could be something that is part of the process that you're doing for whatever your job is at work. You know, whether it's doing book work and numbers, or whether it's actually planning designs for particular products, new products, or anything like that. The whole world of possibilities of what there is in business or workspaces. And it could be that what comes forward from that those depths could be, give it a chance. It's a potluck, what you're bringing forward, what you're bringing up from those depths, that, you've got some sort of skill that you didn't really know you had because you're being challenged at work for something that's going to actually extend your abilities and that type of thing. So just see what's possible and what you've got that is in your those depths that you can pull from below and bring into that light, so that you are shining your light in what you do for your workspace. And it feels really interesting, just the energy around that's the playfulness of the dice coming into the day, and seeing what else there might be as possibilities for you as you're working through whatever you do today. Okie dokie, that is the reading for today. So, Fiona, good morning, Rosgirly, and all around the globe, good afternoon or a good evening. If you just popped in, Fiona, do you want me to put those numbers, the cards up again, just to give you all the numbers again? I will just sit it on the cards for Fiona just to finish that, because she really does a gorgeous job of the numerology. I love how she sets that out for us with the day number and then the cards together, and what the full part of that can mean for us, okay? Well, it's not the interpretation of the numerology, but it is the numbers all together and everything. Right, I think I've got that right. Now, Deb, roll the dice, and we're going to speak or listen more today. My motto is, we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, to listen twice as much as we speak. Shine your light today. Yeah, isn't it? Thank you so much for that summary, your lovely interpretation. I wouldn't say it's one sentence, but it's certainly a little story there. So thank you for that, Deb. And Kerry Ann, good morning, Ros and all. Just about to finish, but that's okay. Lovely to have you here, Kerry Ann. And Kez is saying thank you and have an amazing day to everyone. And Michaela is saying thank you, such a good way to start the day. Well, I love starting the day this way. I miss it when I don't feel up to it or well enough, or don't have my right equipment with me when I'm away. Cards have a different message for me this time. It tells me I need to stay centered and grounded today. Well, that's very good interpretation for you. A great example. Thank you so much for sharing that, Hilda. And it is going to mean something specific and different for each and every one of you. And I love it that you share what it feels for you. So thank you, Hilda. And Deb's wishing everyone a wonderful, magical day. Much love and light. Thank you so much, Deb, as well. And Fiona has done the numbers now. So the day number is an 11, which can come back to the 2 as well. And all the cards with the numbers that show on the cards are equal to a 3. So it brings that back to a 3. Okay, so I hope you can understand that, and that it's meaningful for you as numerology. If you do interpretations for numerology, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Fiona. And Michaela's got those gorgeous emojis. Thank you, thank you. So on that note, enjoy your day. Have fun with that is the dice, and how we do have the opportunity at any point really to use that sense of playfulness and chance in our day. And thank you, Ros Gurley, and have a good day around the globe. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Ashe, ashe, ashe. From Fiona. Thank you so much for that beautiful completion to our session today. Thank you. And keep being the best you that you can be in whatever way you are guided today. Namaste.